Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
How many times should I be denied before I hire a representative? You know, I've actually had people flat out, okay? I've actually had people ask me flat out, okay? Flat out to my face. And it's the funniest thing. How many times should I get denied before I actually hire a representative? And this is the answer that I typically give to people. It is completely up to you. If you feel comfortable and confident enough in doing the things that you need to do without a representative, then by all means, knock yourself out. Do it by yourself. However, it really depends on the person. Now, there's going to be people who will throw statistics out there that basically say your chances of getting disability benefits goes up significantly if you have somebody to help you. The reason why they say that is because a representative does this on a regular basis. You're just doing it just this one time for yourself. And regardless of how well you know your health, you don't know the process. You think you do. There's a lot of stuff on the web. There's a lot of material that you can read. There's a lot of people that you can call. But if you don't do this every day, and if you're not familiar with all the little funky things that happen or the various case laws and different things like that that may impact your case, you're not going to really know if you've hit a landmine or a tripwire or anything like that. So I say this, if you're trying to decide how many times you should get denied, it really is more of a personal preference. Now, here's a couple of things that you also need to be aware of. The further along you go in the process, the more work the representative has to do to undo anything that you didn't do. Now, keep in mind, if you've gotten denied twice, the first two are pretty straightforward. Once you start rolling into the judge, it gets a little tricky, because if you get denied by a judge, they now have to come back and try to undo whatever it is or figure out what you didn't do or what wasn't done at the hearing. Same thing, if you try to go into federal court, it gets a little funky there. So the question is really not how many times should you get denied, as if this magical denial number substantiates you, now saying it's time for a representative. It's really more of your comfort level. Now, have I had people come to me and say, Attorney Reeves, I'm thinking about waiting before I hire an attorney. How many, what should I do? I say, well, let me tell you what I tell people when they come to me and they say that. I say this to them. If you feel confident that your case is of one at such a level that you believe that you're probably going to get approved at an earlier level without the need of an assistance of a representative, wait. Not hurting anybody. Wait. If after getting denied twice and you know you're going to have to go before a judge, that's usually where I tell people it's in your best interest. If you're thinking about hiring somebody, to hire somebody then. It just makes it a little bit easier. Let me tell you why I say that. Because if you're going to the hearing, that representative is doing two things. They're making sure they bolster your case to get it ready to go before a judge to get approved, but they're also making sure they cover all their bases so that if it is denied, they have protected all of your rights on appeal. Every part of this country it follows the same laws, but all of them have a slightly different wrinkle to them. That's the same almost anywhere. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. As a representative, they're looking at, okay, I'm going to prepare you for your hearing. Not only am I going to prepare you for your hearing, but I'm also going to prepare you in the case you lose. Reps are looking at it from two hats. I'm preparing you to win, but I'm also preparing just in case you lose. And a lot of times what happens is when you do that by yourself, you don't know. You're thinking you know what you need to do to win, but you're not thinking about what you need to do to protect yourself if you lose. So if somebody were to say, Attorney Reeves, stop doing that attorney tap dance and tell me straight up, when should I wait? Well, if you think you can do it on your own, wait until you have to go before a judge. And if you know if you got denied and they're saying you need to go before a judge, I would probably tell you, strongly encourage you at that particular point to look at hiring a representative.